Hello my crafty friends, this is Yolanda from CraftyScentiments.com and I'm back with another video. If you are brand new to my channel, then welcome, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. First, I want to explain, to apologize for any shakiness this video may have. I'm using a different camera setup because I'm not at home right now, and it's a little bit shaky, and I do apologize for that. I'll try to fix it when I edit the video, but I'm not sure how to do that. At any rate, if you're brand, I don't know if I said it, but if you're brand new to my channel, then welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I do have a different video for you today. I am going to show you a few tips and tricks on how to use some crafting supplies when you travel. I'm thinking about starting a little bit of a series, traveling and crafting, and some of the things that I decide to do. Now, as you may or may not know, I do travel to Wisconsin quite a bit. I am here visiting my niece. This is like my second home. I'm here quite often. And when I do travel, I don't know about you, but I like to travel with my craft stuff. And so when I come, I want to bring all of my stuff, but I can't. But I want to, but I can't. So a lot of times I like to bring like different color inks and things like that. But carrying the large ink pads are really heavy, and it takes up a lot of space. And I've said it a couple of times before that when I get my paper pumpkins, I like to have the ink spots and use them when I'm traveling, which I do. But you know, I want more colors. So even though I have these, I wanted more colors. So I decided to go ahead and purchase in my online store these blank ink spots. They come 5 per pack. They come just like this. And if you're interested in any of the information that I'm showing you today, any of the products, I'll leave a link below. But I decided to go ahead and purchase a 5-pack. Actually, I purchased 2 or 3, I believe. And so I'm going to use my own re-inkers to ink up, and then I can have these when I travel. Now, that means, well, she doesn't know. Shh, don't tell her. But I'm going to leave most of these craft things here so I can have them when I come, so I don't have to pack them and travel them, take them back and forth and back and forth. So they're going to stay here. That's why I decided to get the ink spots. I'm going to get a little container, a little drawer thing, and put all my crafty stuff inside there. And so when I come to visit, I'll have something to play with. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I do. So this one is pumpkin pie, and I don't know if you can kind of see a little bit. You can see there's the foam pads. Some of them are they're a little hard, but they're a little squishy. Can't get the word out. And all I'm going to do is just take my re-inker and go on top just like this, back and forth. And you see it absorbs it really quickly because it's dry. So I'm just inking it up, and I'm going carefully along the sides. And you can kind of see on the side exactly how far it's gone down. See, there's none over here, so it needs some more. I like to go 2 or 3 times in the middle. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing, because I recorded this once before and everything was off screen. I was totally off screen. Now, again, you know, see, I just made that little ooh, but it's okay. These are just for me to leave here. There's nothing super fancy. I don't care how it looks, kinda, as long as I have my inks with me. So I calculated that by the time I finished with this particular batch that I'm going to re-ink, I'll have approximately 30 different colors of inks, which is great. Now you see that? That's all messy. So I'm just going to take a piece of paper towel and soak up the sides. Like I said, I'm just a messy person, and I don't really care if it gets on the sides too much, too bad. That's just going to help me identify what color is later on. And I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do to label them. I'll get my little cleaner and I'll clean that up a little bit later. But you just wipe up whatever's left over. Let me get this side a little bit. And I'm gonna go on top one more time. You see how fast it absorbed? So that means it's dry. So that's what I'm gonna do for now. If it does need more, I'll add more later. So what I'm going to do as storing them, I'm going to store it straight up just like this for 5 to 10 minutes, just so the inks can fully absorb to the bottom. But when I store them, I'm going to store them upside down, just so the inks can stay at the very top. And as you see, my horrendous handwriting, well again, it's just for me, I've labeled them. And how I've labeled them is really easy. Inside of our annual catalog, we have the new Best Label Punch. And it's a part of a bundle, it's part of the Alpha Best stamp set, bundle. But I'm using the label punch. And these are, the torn them across. These are just some Avery return address labels, or address labels, not return address, but address labels. And I figured out I can get 4 labels out of four mini labels out of one entire label. And I do 2 on one side, and then I turn it over and I do 2 on the other side. Come on out. Come on out. Where did it go? Oh, there you went. And 4. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to write on the front what the colors are and put them on the back. Now, even though the Stampin' Spots are already labeled what color they are, if you're using lots of different colors and you have the lids off, you may forget exactly which color it is. So I wrote on the back of those as well. So I'll know exactly what color it is, so when I go to put the lids back on, I'll know, so I won't get them all confused and messed up. So if you want to see one more really quickly, I'll do that. So this one was pumpkin pie. This is balmy blue. And again, you just go ahead and ink it up. You just go across it 2 or 3 times. And I go through to the ends. And actually, you don't really have to. But you see how fast it absorbs? So it's dry. It needs ink. Just like that. And then sometimes I go across the sides. Just to make sure. But when I do that, you saw I get messy. But again, it's for me. I don't really mind. And I go all the way across. Oops, there. I couldn't do one without getting messed up. It's not bad. And again, see, that was a little bit slower to absorb, so it's getting full. And see how that one's taking a long time to absorb? So it's getting full. And you don't want them too full, because if you do that, then you'll have a lot of ink on there. It'll be super juicy, and it'll be hard to stamp. So I'm going to let this sit again for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to store them in, I have an old wooden case, a wooden stamp case that I put them in, and I figured out that I can store about 30 Stampin' Spots in the case. Now, maybe a little bit big, a little bit full, and I'll just put a rubber band around it to make sure that they don't fly out. But in doing so, the lids will, because they'll be piled up on each other, I'll have 2 layers, and storing them upside down, the lids will stay on and stay juicy like that. So that is my tip for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. If you like this video and would like to see more of the videos like that, please leave me a comment down below and let me know what other kind of videos you would like to see, and hopefully I can bring those to you. I'm going to go ahead and finish inking up my Stampin' Spots so I can get to crafting in I don't know if I'm going to do any more later today or maybe tomorrow. At any rate, this is Yolanda from CraftyScentiments.com, and I'll be back real soon with another video. Thanks for stopping by.